Here's a demonstration for how I set up using multiple profiles in Google Chrome. The concept here is to address the issue of having to be able to sign into multiple Gmail accounts or other email accounts, I suppose, that you want to keep them separate. So an example case might be where you have a personal email account, but then you have another email account, maybe at work, a social organization. In my case, I'm managing several different social organizations, some motorcycle groups and some other groups, and I have to access. For me, I'm managing like 14 different email profiles. So I need to be able to sign into them quickly and efficiently, and yet keep all the different applications independent. Here's the problem. If you sign in to Gmail with a browser, then all the identity information is kept in the cookies in that browser. And so each tab that you add uses the same identity cookies. So if you also enter in Gmail, that is going to log into the same account because the same cookies are present in that instance of the browser. So if you wanted to manage two different accounts, the simplest thing to do would be to log into one account, check your email, use other applications, then sign out, and then sign into your other account, and then access your email and other applications. But if you have to deal with these various accounts very often, daily or whatever, if it's a work-related or club-related activity, that's not very convenient. So the other thing you could do is use a completely separate browser. Here I've just opened up Internet Explorer, which, since it's a different browser, has a completely independent set of identity cookies. So you could log into one account in Google Chrome browser and another account in Internet Explorer. But again, this is kind of a temporary situation, because if you have a third or a fourth account, or if you routinely work in these different accounts, then you're always going to work in one in Chrome and always work in another account in Internet Explorer. And you have different interfaces to deal with. There are different idiosyncrasies between the browsers. And frankly, Chrome gives you a lot of advantages in crash worthiness, independent tabs, security, etc. So I prefer to work in Chrome. So if you want to do that, here is how you can set that up. Multiple 3 or 4 or a dozen profiles. What you do is you go over here to this little icon, which is the settings icon for the browser window, and you come down here to settings. I'm going to click on that. What I want to do is scroll down to near the bottom to where it says people. You are currently the only Google Chrome user, and I want to add a person. So in this case, I'm going to give it a name. I'm just going to call it Jerry. Create a desktop shortcut and pick an icon. I'm going to say add. Notice this opens up a whole new browser window. You can see is separate now. And this window has a completely independent, separate structure for cookies, history, all of the settings, everything that has to do with the browser, completely separate. So it's asking me to set up Chrome, but actually I don't want to set Chrome up here, because on this computer is actually a very clean, pristine installation of Windows 7 inside of a VMware virtual machine. So if I sign into Chrome, it will attempt to synchronize all of my bookmarks and history and everything from my Google account into here, and I don't want to do that. What I just want to do is log in to Gmail. And that's a much narrower instance of what I want to do. So I'm going to log in to this personal account, and jump over here to this other window off screen and grab the password and sign in. And it's asking me to Google Chrome to save the password. No, you never want Chrome to save passwords. It's not secure enough. Now on this account I have two-step verification set up. So off screen I'm going to have to jump over here and grab my authentication code that it emailed to me for security, and yeah, I'll remember it for 30 days. And this will then let me sign into Gmail, which then allows me to access all of the Google applications. For example, if I come up here to the apps icon, I can open, for example, Drive, and here's where the files are stored in this account. And I can also open up, let's just say, Calendar. Okay, so now I have a browser that's not logged into anything, and then I have this browser that has this icon. Well, let me show you once again in another instance how this works. So I'm going to click on that icon and I'm going to say add another user. In this case, I'm going to add, let's just say admin MTA, and pick an icon here, and I'm going to say add. Now I'm going to move this window down and stagger it so that we can see the three icons. Again, it's asking me to set up Chrome, and I'm again going to go to Gmail, and here I'm going to again get my account off screen, just in the interest of time to save here, to show you how this works, and I can stay signed in here. So I'm signing in to Gmail. No, I do not want Chrome to remember the password. Well, now I'm signed into Gmail, and once again I'm going to open up several different tabs to use the different applications that I might be interested in this account. So now look, I have email for admin at MTA Riders. I've got a browser here that's not logged into anything, and I've got a browser here with my personal email account, and you can see the My Drive is different from the My Drive over here in this account, and they're completely independent, and I can use them at the same time and just flip back and forth between the windows. And that is how you set up multiple profiles using Google Chrome. Additionally, if I close each of these, now I have a clean desktop, but look, I've created these icons so I can just double click and open them right back up, and most of the time they will sign in retaining the cookies. In this case, this one didn't. And then I can open up this window, and it's also didn't save the cookies. And so I could log in again and have independent browsers operating at the same time. I could do all my work in all my tabs. Even the search history and the browser history here in the window are completely different. It's like being on a completely different browser or a different computer. So that is the best, safest, and most efficient way to manage multiple accounts using Google Chrome. Feel free to email me if you find my email address, or however you know me in whatever capacity or organization, and I hope that this is useful for you.